friends. Alright, so that bow tutorial is finally here. Let's start the holiday season, and what better way to model with my hands. So these 4 styles of bows is what we're going to be making in today's tutorial. The first bow is this beautiful, beautiful glitter ribboned bow by D. Stevens. It's a very shedful glitter bow. However, it is a bow. And here is the ribbon. I absolutely love this ribbon. Perfect for Christmas. And then the second bow is a more thinner material. I actually picked this up from Sam's Club. I made a smaller bow, which you'll see later on. And I'm going to show you the ribbon. I can set the bow down. Get down. There you go. The third bow is a velvet lame backed ribbon. It is absolutely stunning and so soft and plush. I absolutely love that bow. It is the ribbon is superior. Fine quality. And then last but not least, that burlap bow. For all my farmhouse lovers, even for fall, this is perfect, but it's a more dense, thicker material, and I wanted to show you guys how I make those type of bows as well. So let's get in with the tutorial. So I've got a pipe cleaner here if you want to use that. And then this is standard. I think I bought this at Michael's. Just thin wire. And then this is a galvanized wire, perfect for if you're doing outdoor bows. It's a thin gauge, I think it's 26 gauge. And then last but not least, this is a professional floor wire. I picked this up from a wholesale supply co. long time ago. And then last but not least, you need a good pair of scissors. Snip, snip, snip. All right, so we're going to start off, like I said, with that beautiful D. Stevens glitter ribbon. I have never used this specific roll of ribbon before. And when I tell y'all, it got everywhere, all over the place. But it is stunning. So I'm going to start off, okay, by taking my ribbon and kind of rolling it and making a loop. I'm going to use my thumb and my index finger to hold it. Then I'm going to take and twist to where the glitter faces towards you. And I'm going to make a loop. And I'm going to pull that loop. And then I'm going to start on the other side, twist, and make another loop. And I'm going to start to repeat this process by pulling on it, making another twist, and then pulling. Of course, I adjust as I go, and you just want to graduate the loops. And also you want to kind of eyeball to make sure that both sides are even. My rule of thumb is to go 7 loops on either side. If you want a full bow, if you're doing a wreath, or if you're doing a symmetrical garland, I like to do 7 loops. So I'm just going to continue by doing the twist. I'm going to get me some more ribbon, and then loop. So now we're going to speed up the process so that way it is not a forever long video on this one particular bow. But I'm just repeating the process, making sure that my sides are even as I go, just to create a uniform bow. Like I said, perfect for a wreath or a garland, whichever, or anything for that matter. The choice is yours. All right, so now that I'm at my end, I'm going to pull me a big long strip of ribbon, and I'm going to loop it underneath where my thumb and index finger is, and I'm going to snip my ribbon, and then obviously move that out of the way. And I'm going to take where my thumb and index finger is, and I'm going to grab my wire. I'm using outdoor wire so that if I want to use this on a wreath, I can outside. And then I'm going to pull it through the loop where my thumb and index finger is holding, still holding on to it. And then I'm going to pull down as hard as I can and grab it from the bottom and twist. And you want to do that several times so that you create almost like a knot, but it holds your bow together. Now I can move my thumb and put it back. And now I'm going to pull my wire down, and I'm going to cut where I created that last loop from my tails. All right, friends, so for this particular bow, this is the fun part. I call it fluffing out the bow. So you want to take your loops that you created, and you want to make sure that you pull them from one side to the other. I go from side to side, and you want to create that uniformed look. You can manipulate it however you want, get the desired circle that you want, I guess you would say, and just make sure that you fluff out each loop so that it's a full bow. I like to use wired edge ribbon because it's more pliable when creating these types of bows. I'm familiar with all types of ribbon, but wire edged will always be my favorite. And there you have it. It is so pretty. I love this bow. All right, moving on to the next bow. So we're going to do a different style bow with the burlap ribbon. I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to make a loop and pinch it where both ribbons meet. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it the opposite direction and pinch. And I'm just going to, basically I'm making a zigzag. I make these specific bows to go in my trees because I find that they're more dynamic, I guess is a better word. But I'm just going to basically make that zigzag, pinching as I go each loop, holding with my thumb and index finger. And I'm going to make one more, and then I'm going to cut. It's as simple as that. And then I'm going to take my floral wire, if you can see right there, my thumb and index finger. There's my floral wire, and I'm going to wrap it around a couple of times and pull, just like we did the last bow. We want to pull, and then we want to twist to almost create a knot at the base of the bow. Right there. And then I'm going to fluff out this bow. But I think these bows are more pretty in a Christmas tree, in a garland. And then I'm going to take and fishtail the end. If you don't know what fishtail is, it is a fishtail. And I fold and cut. Voila, fishtail. If you hadn't already got yourself a roll of ribbon and it's following along making your own bow, you need to do so. All right, so this one is that more lighter, thinner ribbon. I picked this up from Sam's Club. It's a Members Mark ribbon. I picked this up in the spring, but I'm going to make a smaller bow. So we're going to start like the first bow and make that loop, holding it at all times with my index finger and my thumb, and I'm going to do the twist. And make a small loop and another twist and another small loop. I'm trying to give y'all a sense of different style and textures of ribbon so that if you come across a roll of ribbon, you're not intimidated by it. You are able to make your own bow at home and have that sense of accomplishment. But these are perfect for smaller wreaths, centerpieces, and even packages. They are versatile for all different types of craft projects. And don't worry if you don't get it the first time. Practice makes perfect. I get sick of hearing that, but it is a true statement. All right, so I'm going to cut my tail, and I got to get a new pair of scissors because these scissors are quite dull. And then I'm going to take my floral wire right there, snip it. You're not supposed to snip it with regular scissors, but we did that for the sake of this video. And then I'm going to fish the wire through the loop of the bow, still holding onto it with my index finger and thumb, and I'm going to pull it down and I'm going to basically twist it, create that knot again. And the fun part, fluffing out our bow from side to side, just fluffing out those loops in the desired shape, and this bow turns out adorable. So I'm continuing to fluff out those loops to the desired shape that I want it. It takes some time to get the shape that you want, but that's why I love wired edge ribbon, because like I said, you can shape it the way you want, and there we have it. Absolutely adorable. Now moving on to this bow. This is that lame backing velvet ribbon. I use this in a number of projects, but I'm going to do similar to the burlap because I did this in another Christmas tree. And I'm going to do a little bit different, but I'm going to do that zigzag, and I'm going to overlap each bow and twist on top of each other. And then I'm like, no, we're going to do a different style. No. And I'm going to reveal the lame backing. So that's almost like a two-tone bow. And I'm going to repeat the process on the other side, making sure that my loops are even. And then I'm going to go back over it with the velvet side. I didn't have very much ribbon left on the spool, so I thought it was perfect to do this odd-shaped bow. But these are perfect for Christmas trees, perfect for tucking in garlands, and so forth. Now I'm going to tape my wire, and I'm going to wrap it around. And I'm going to wrap it around several times. And then pull down and twist it, creating that twist knot. All right, so I'm going to pull up on it, make sure that it's snug and tight, and then I'm going to fluff it out. I love this ribbon. I need to order some more. And then I'm going to fishtail the end to finalize it. All right, friends, so I hope that was informative, educational, and above all, entertaining. I loved making these bows with you today, and I cannot wait for the next video.